So we'll be looking for the win.
Here we are.
Walsall's Brian Dutton. One result already in the championship. Middlesbrough drawing with Watford 1-1 in the early kick.
Welcome back to Walsall Fan TV. Come and have a sit down, Stephen. He couldn't resist, could he? Come and have a sit down. So, what do you reckon, Walsall boys? In games that Walsall expect to lose, sometimes we upset the odds. Leyton Orient haven't lost since early February, I don't think. They're on a very good run indeed.
Yeah, well, they haven't played Walsall yet. So.
They haven't played Walsall. That's the positivity we want, isn't it, Stephen?
Yes, it is. Come on.
I'm quite relaxed about today. I think, I don't know whether anybody or everybody will agree with me.
I'll agree.
But I think after those 3 draws, I think we are near enough safe, I think. Obviously, another win would help. But I can't see Southend getting more than about 9 points. And we're at the moment 7 points plus goal difference ahead of them. So as long as we're picking up draws and maybe get a win, we're safe, I think. White starting is a joke. How White gets a game, I never know, really. I don't rate White at all. I think the reason we haven't been doing so well at the back is because of White.
He hasn't been starting.
I can't believe we've still got Cameron Norman on the bench.
Yeah, a natural good right back.
A natural good right back who's got some attacking flair as well.
And talent. Then again.
Oh, dear. What a bit of a joke start there. Somebody forgot to do the knee. All that rubbish. And happy Easter from Germany and good luck today from Flo. Welcome back, Flo. Walsall team sheet. I've got that on the tab going on there. Roberts is out. Bates is out. Walsall till alive saying Bates not in the team is a joke. Manager will be gone if we don't win. I don't think he can do anything. I don't think he can do anything to get the sack, Brian Dutton. I think he's the untouchable at the minute. Bates coming out of the team, I agree with, to be honest. Against Harrogate, first half, he committed a lot of needless fouls. So I think that I'm not surprised to see him go out today. But as we know, Brian Dutton, he sort of just rolls the dice to see who's going to be in the team, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Andy Barnett, good luck today from a Fleetwood fan. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And I fancy Josh Gordon getting a goal today. Tyree Wright, he's flattered a couple of times. He had that great chance that Lavery put him in for against Harrogate. That was disappointing. Somebody of his quality, you think he just took that away. No, I'm fine. I'm okay. Didn't watch Harrogate, so I didn't see how we played. We were good. We were good against Harrogate. Had more than enough chances to have won the game. Obviously, there's the penalty save, but their keeper made sort of another 3 or 4 really good saves. Got to focus now. Walsall are in yellow rather than the red, so that's one we've got to concentrate on. Does he think Cameron Norman wisdom instead of Cameron Norman? Maybe, Keith. Maybe. Bear in mind, Hayden White put his hands to a guy's throat and got sent off for violent conduct.
Yeah.
Despite that misdemeanour, he's straight back in the team ahead of Cameron Norman, who's been awesome when he's played. Just can't understand it. Jack Rose has never kept a clean sheet for us, says Logan. Yeah, people calling for Jack Rose to be in the team when we're struggling, but Roberts hasn't done bad, to be honest.
Towards the edge of the penalty area. Back
Chance.
in there was Gordon. It wouldn't quite come in. A little shot on the angle from Matt Sadler. That's blocked away. Sadler's trying to keep the pressure up, but they lose possession. And Leyton Orient might just have a bit of a break on here. That's a heavy pass. It'll play with it. No, right.
Wes McDonald is the best player and doesn't start him, says Laura. Laura, you're spot on. Wes McDonald, some say he's sort of lost some confidence, and I think Stevens said
He's lost confidence, but dropping him from the team was a lot worse.
Well, I think he's missed the fans, hasn't he? He's missed the fans. But I mean, he
has got, look, his confidence has dropped. But he should still play, even if the confidence is bad.
The thing is, if a player's struggling for confidence, you got to play him. You might take him out for a couple of games, but you got to play him, get to run in the team again. Wes McDonald's created and passed. He doesn't give the ball away. He creates chances and he scores. Not on a regular basis, but like neither does any of the rest. Orient on the attack. Oh, great block there from Erie. Now not in the team again. Wouldn't be surprised if he leaves. Nowland's sort of been unlucky, hasn't he? Sort of. He looked like he was just breaking into the team and going to be good for us, Nowland, but I think he hasn't been. They haven't managed his development very well. I think that would be my view. Laura's saying, I think we can win this. As I sort of touched on very early on, in games we expect to get beat. Surprisingly, we do better. So hopefully that's the case.
He's had his loan spells, but he's a 26-year-old. He's only the 21st.
So goal kick from Rose. It's a long one. Come on. Oh, Josh Gordon shot. Shot on the half volley. Keeper saved it comfortably, but it was good that Josh got the shot away. He just got the shot away. That's good. That's it. We've got to just have a go, haven't we?
Gets a clean strike on it, and if Figure parries that kid and Lavery's in exactly the right place, and it would have been an easy tapping for him had he come out to him.
Jaden Campbell deserves a chance. He's another right winger. Jaden Campbell, yeah, he's a right winger. If Nowland's not getting a chance, I don't know. Jaden Campbell ain't getting a touch, is he? Oh, right on the right, pulls it back. What's he done there, Alcidabe? Oh,
and it's behind for a Sadler's corner.
Tyree Wright did well on the right-hand side there, and he's pulled the ball back. Looks like he's pulling it back to somebody, and there's nobody there. But Alcidabe sort of chased into it. But his first touch wasn't great. But he's won Walsall a throw. Corner even.
He's left-footed.
Tyree Wright, balls in. It's a low one. What? Sadler's had a go there. I think he's injured himself. Awful first touch from Alcidabe, says Tommy. You ain't kidding, mate. Dan Scarr. Yeah, Dan Scarr. He's like a forgotten man, isn't he? He's just gathering himself. He's in shock from having a shot, I think. But this is a good bright start. Walsall have had the best of the first 5 minutes. For Orient, they're challenging for the playoffs. And they're looking to play it out from the back. There are 2 defenders in the box from the goal kick. Oh, lost the ball. Come on, Tyree, come on. Oh, now that's Josh. Josh plays the ball inside. Lavery. Oh, good clearing there. They're number 8 doing a Kinsella, tidying up. I think Sadler's hip's gone. He'll be on a Zimmer frame for the second half. You're probably still going to go ahead of Cameron Norman.
Oh. It takes 2 Leyton Orient players to win the ball back off him, and they lift it up towards
Walsall, nice combative start, like it.
games elsewhere in League Two as far as the relegation places are concerned. Grimsby are at home to
Grimsby got a goal against Cheltenham. They might have done, but they're not going to win there. They're not going to win there, trust me. They better not do. I think I've got a bet on them. Perry, I don't know what he's thinking there.
Has got the goal after
Piotr Zadveski is on from Walsall, Walsall, which I think must be in Good Luck Walsall in Russian or Polish. Sorry, I've got quite a few Polish friends. I'm not sure whether Piotr is one of them, but I've got quite a few Polish friends from my time working in Tipton.
Not allowing them to play the style of football that they like to play. And
Walsall on the ball again. That's a good ball inside. Come on, Perry. It's called play up for a foul on or an injury to the right midfielder for Orient.
I'll be all right. I'll pick myself up. His feet look huge in those blue boots that he's wearing, by the way. He looks, I mean, I know we're higher, but he looks quite big from here. He scored in the meeting here last season. He also got sent off.
Let's have a look.
Towards the end.
3 shots. 3 shots for Walsall to their 1 at the minute. About that. No, they've given the ball back. Oh, that's nice. Tyree Wright. Come on, keep it moving. Walsall. Drop it in. Tyree Wright. They're quite flexible positions, Walsall, at the minute. Tyree Wright looked like he was playing out the right, and then he was popping up in the cam roll. Great ball for Osadebe. Shot. Oh! That was a great move. Osadebe, he's knocked it over the top. But that was a great move. So Tyree Wright knocked it to Josh. Josh knocked it back to him. Hayden White's dummied it. Osadebe needed to keep it on target there, but fair play to him. That's another shot. Walsall winning the ball high up. Should have scored there, perhaps. Yeah, Tommy. But it's another good effort. I think Walsall carry on like this, we're going to get goals today. Although we said that against Harrogate, didn't we? Must win, says James Clark. I think any points today is a bonus. Any points today is a bonus. I think.
Return ball and the cross towards the back stick. It's heading down.
Come on here.
Should be able to move that clear. And then it's his pace.
Tyree Wright's done good there. Keep the ball. What's he doing, Perry? Just give the ball away. They're leaving gaps at the back. Yeah. The thing is, when you're looking to attack, you are going to leave gaps, aren't you? And maybe they're sitting, letting us get a bit of the ball so they can hit us on the break, perhaps. But Tyree Wright's looking more combative than normal. Perry is, it's gone. Walsall throw 10 yards into their half. Tyree Wright looks up for it today, doesn't he? Looks really up for it today. Well done, Joshy. Oh, that's good tackle. Good tackle there. No, Clarkey lets it go out.
I don't know that the 2 centre-backs for Leyton Orient are the most mobile. No, they don't seem in with the constant movement of Josh Gordon and Keelan Lavery up front, as well as the wingers in Tyree Wright and Emmanuel Osadebe joining in. I think they really could have their hands full today. Terry forward to Gordon, laid off.
That's another one up there. Oh, I thought it was going across to Osadebe for a minute. Well done. Hayden White wins the ball, straight for a goal kick.
Oh, he used
Ahmed. You are.
It's a throw-in, not a goal kick.
Throw-in, yeah. Tommy's saying Leyton Orient are leaving gaps. Yeah, quite right.
Yeah, it's exactly that. I think the Sappers have done
Walsall have started really well, but you got to understand that Leyton Orient are on a great run. So we've got to take our chances when we can, haven't we? Because it's going to come.
Somebody up front as they've done there, but
what's he doing?
Nearly misjudged the bounce of the ball.
Jack Rowe is looking calamitous for a minute, but we got away with it.
Wilkinson, and he's quick to take it, Rose downfield. Turley wins out in the air against
Walsall throw in, midway inside their half on the right hand side. It's looking bright, Walsall. Well, we got to get that goal, haven't we? That's the all important goals that matter.
Yeah, slightly fortunate there, Richard. Had a couple of moments already in the game. As Sanders appeal for handball as White trying to lift it over the top of Kemp. Nothing given.
Is there Gaffer playing or on the sidelines today? I'm not sure.
A more secure start to this.
Oh, the Saddlers, says Josh.
Jack Rose. Last time I saw him play was the trophy match against Oxford, which I thought was excellent.
Stephen's got his twirl Easter egg. Yeah.
It was the last couple of minutes, and I think again that's some. You mentioned that game.
I've got my equivalent. I've got my orange and lemonade with a bit of the special.
Hopefully that won't be the case here. I think teams who are struggling often find that happens, but particularly so when they're a team that doesn't score goals. They're not the only ones in the West Midlands who have had that problem this year also. Yes, they look right down the middle here, Leyton Orient, to try and pick out their top goal scorer, Johnson. That was very easily dealt with by Matt Sadler. They look to bring it into halfway outside. Widdowson to Brophy, near touchline, the left back into Widdowson. That was a bit hot for him to get the
That's it. It's nice to see Tyree Wright sort of trying to move the ball a bit now. Osadibi on the left hand side, plays it inside. Oh, we're still on the attack though.
Ricochets back to Perry.
Lavery on the right hand side. Where's he going with this? Hayden White trying to dink the ball in, perhaps. Come on, let's get the ball moving, boys.
Turn around the corner for Hayden White once more. It rather bounces off him though. And the interception is made by Kemp, who gives it back to his keeper.
Hayden White chasing their keeper.
Chasing the
keeper. Hayden White, I think, as much as we worry about Hayden White, that the pass he made for Scrimshaw to score against Vale was quality. So more of those would be good. Good start, says Tommy. Just need to improve our first touch and remember where the goal is. Well, that's the key one, isn't it? Good. Bright start, Walsall. Bright start.
As much as everybody would like to see Sanders protected Brian Duck get his first win. A point from this game, which is far from the end of the world as well.
No. To be honest, Walsall, I think
right on the brink of the playoff positions. As Melbourne gets
any points at all for Walsall, I think is it's all good as we crawl towards the safety line.
They need that, Tom, is for the good work that they've done.
Southend need to win 3 more games than us, and they've only got 7 to play. And they only got 7 games to play. We've got 8.
Opening 12 games as head coach, I think in half of the games that he's been in charge, the Sanders have failed to score, and although they tend to pick up points on the road, I think it's 5 of 106 has been picked up on the road since he's come in. They can work extra hard in games, but fail to score, which they've done so on a couple of occasions now. But like you say, you need to turn that good work into a goal, just to make sure you are rewarded.
That's getting that goal. It's the issue, isn't it?
Good pressing once again, and Vigouroux clearance. I think will drop out of play.
Another throw in Walsall. They're not keeping the ball very well. Leyton Orient. They're a bit disappointing. Afternoon, gents, says Dave Parry. Good to have you with us.
Block of flats as well, but it does mean that there are counting up around the 4 corners.
I think most of you probably subscribe, but if you're new to the channel, just press the subscribe button. Join our journey, the joy and the pain. Well done, Walsall. They're great Kinsella work again then.
The people with the biggest balcony, they're nicely spread out over there.
Oh.
The warm drink. I need that today.
Oh, it's kept that in.
Not enough to build up an atmosphere.
Where are you going?
Great to get the fans back in grounds hopefully next season. As the Sabres clear downfield through Rose, Wright will scrap with Widowson just inside the Leyton Orient half, and then Cisse battles with Kinsler. He, tall as he is, Cisse you thought would win the ball cleanly, but he's gone down and he's
having a little cry.
Done the spinning hands thing as if he feels he might need to go off, and in the end he's just going to get up and carry on. He's big fella.
Now he's won the fell.
Yeah, he's a big fella, and to be fair to Lee,
He needs a bit of a push as soon as they get going again.
Going up with a header against Cisse, but you know,
You wouldn't think, yeah, Kinsella is about a foot shorter than him, and he's sort of giving him a hard knock. This season has posed a problem for the end of the season awards. So replacing goal of the season with draw of the season. Oh, okay, that's a good one. Oh, watch out.
After DB can't get it clear, it's clipped towards the back post and it's going to be headed behind. Offside flag has gone up anyway.
Offside.
This will be a free kick. Not quite sure where the offside came from there.
They're looking good going forward, Leyton Orient, but they're not getting much of the ball at the minute.
I'm not too sure, but again,
that ball then.
Direct ball that the Leyton Orient have had to play. They've not really been able to get the ball on the floor yet, which is testament to the Sabres
Yeah, Walsall chasing, harrying them down. I think we'll have Holden on at some point, but I don't think he's ready for starting yet. Maybe Tyreek Wright is sort of, having been subbed last game, he's sort of trying to show that he's wants to stay on.
Half a dozen substitutes.
No, Holden was playing out wide before, then coming inside, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, I mean, good.
Sometimes
4-2-1-2,
1-2.
Draw between Middlesbrough and Watford. The Lassie equalising.
Some space out.
There's a bit of space on the right here for Sam Ling for Leyton Orient.
Sammy Ling
calls out wide as well to receive. He lays it in field for Clay.
Not see Lavery back defending there.
30 yards out in central. Back to Widowson. Sabres closing down well, but it's worked to Brophy, and then Widowson makes the run on the return ball.
Yep.
Right, maybe could have tracked him.
Might blocked him off the pass. Was throwing for Orient.
Still leading Cheltenham 1-0. John Lewis got the goal.
John Lewis? Well, he's superstar. What's he blowing for there, the ref? Oh, I think he's the subs. The subs have got similar tops to Walsall, so he's telling him to clear off. Difference between green and yellow is a bit stark, I suppose, but
just about keeps it in play when it's flipped back to him by Brophy, and now he looks to get in behind Hayden White, who judges that just about okay. Awkward bouncing ball that Clark can't get out of the penalty area, and it's still in the box. There appeals here for a handball against Wilkinson.
And we got it.
And it's a free kick to the Sabres. And they take it very early.
Oh, that's a good. It's gone too far for him.
That's actually unlucky.
Nige, we are playing okay. We are playing okay. Maybe the freer style against the team that aren't sort of panicking and struggling down at the bottom means it's a more open football game, I suppose. And that suit Walsall a bit. Walsall can chase them down and try and create chances. But we all know what the problem is. We ain't scored enough goals. But Brian Dutton, in fairness to him, has tightened up the back, hasn't he? We're not conceding so many.
There's a little limp in the middle of him jogging into position, the centre circle. As Gordon tried to hold the ball up, he felt that he was having his shoulder tugged down there by Turley. Referee doesn't see it that way.
Keep the pressure on him, Walsall.
Looking on the diagonal towards the far side.
That's our ball.
Trapped that with his hands into the penalty area.
No.
And that's going to be a free kick to Leyton.
Max Melbourne there, the ball the ball bounced up. He was only just on the edge of the box. That was nearly a penalty, wasn't it?
He's got to control it on his chest, and he's got it trapped pretty much between arm and hip, and he's been given a yellow card.
Yeah, he's fortunate there. And I actually think
Fortunate.
closer to the penalty area.
I think he's done the right thing there, because if they would have gone through him, the other guy was straight on goal. So I think he's done the right thing there. Melbourne. Yeah, dangerous time. Free kick on the right hand side, just on the edge of the box. Looked inside at first. Goals have been very slow today across all the leagues.
Is a good yard and a half further back from where the offence was committed. And he absolutely hand did go towards the ball. He knew it was skipping beyond him. I think it was Wilkinson who was behind him. And certainly Wilkinson is one of the two players lining this up at the moment.
Right then, this is where we see whether Rose has got much about him.
For the home side, Kemp is the other player who might strike the ball. It's in left footed, deflected off the wall and through the keeper.
That's nice, comfortable one.
Clipped an arm on the way through. Referees still tend to give you, particularly in non-VAR games, a certain amount of latitude for that when it's kicked up and at you at the wall and the Sanders can breathe again.
Yeah, they can. There's good defending there from Sanders. Wall stood strong.
Jack Rose, his kicking was generally better than. Yeah. Oh, good up and under there. Oh, come on, get it away. Walsall. Yeah, the free kick just gone straight into the wall, really. Walsall got a throw in on the left hand side. Perry's got caught in possession, but Walsall managed to win possession, won the throw in.
Off the Leyton Orient forward had a play for a throw. Also, Deeby's okay. I think he was trying to.
That's the Deeby. We have got Wes on the bench, haven't we? I bet he's sick of the bench, innit? I bet he's got his little cushion now. He's so used to being there.
Melbourne with a throw in front of all the scaffolding on the far side. It's returned.
Yeah, Roberts, Norman, Delboy, McDonald, Leake, Holden, and Vincent. Vincent's got on the bench. Oh. Perry struggling a bit at the minute. Yeah, he's looking a bit wet behind the ears, isn't he? At the minute, Perry is a bit lost. We've not got Sinclair on the bench, so the only other man in the middle would be Vincent or Holden. But as far as ball-winning players, Vincent perhaps. But I think I'd give Perry the benefit of the doubt rather than having Vincent come on.
Wright came across to help White.
They've done Walsall defending well there. Walsall struggling a bit there. Perry needs just somebody to have a quiet word with him now, just to calm things down a bit. But on Friday against Harrogate, Bates was just bashing everybody, wasn't he? It's a wonder he didn't get sent off. A consistent fouling first half. Lavery didn't quite do that there.
He'd grown into a right-sided centre-half role, and Sanders were playing a back five, and like I say, it's testament to
nice and comfortable one.
Highly rated he is by Brian Dutton. As soon as he is available again from his suspension, that he's straight back into the team.
Last time I saw him, he looked so much more confident than he did in the early part of the season when he got the odd game. Now they pick up the ball.
Walsall chance it.
David in the Saddlers. Gordon tries to turn away inside the challenge back in order.
Gordon's give away a foul there. He sort of got the ball caught in his feet then. What do you think first? What do you think so far, Stephen? 26 minutes gone. Good odds in the minute, haven't they?
One of the Leyton Orient sponsors, it just says Harry Kane.
Harry Kane. That's one of the subs. That's one of the sponsors, yeah. Tommy's saying still happy to have him on. Perry. He's a good lad, but young, so he'll make mistakes. He'll learn and grow. Yeah, he's definitely a player for the future. I'd rather have somebody like that than Vincent. I think he's our player. That was unlucky there. Tried to get him away, didn't they?
There have been too few of those days this season. At 26 years of age, you don't want him to be one of those players that underachieves in his career. And there's a risk of that. This is 100th league appearance for the Saddlers. We've looked to market with something positive.
Who's he on the bench?
Also, again, have some work to do defensively. Brophy on the left-hand side, looking to tease Tyreek Wright. Aidan White.
Gordon, possibly, yeah. Gordon needs to get a goal, doesn't he? We're doing good at the moment.
Touchline so far, the Saddlers. They've already looked to switch play, but it was an awkward ball, and they've ended up going back to their goalkeeper, to Bigelow.
Oh!
Good pressing there from Gordon.
Gordon chasing the guy down. We've won a throw-in.
In the championship, Rotherham 0, Wycombe 2. And Wycombe, we've got a very outside chance of surviving.
Rotherham Wycombe? They're not even out of division. What are you on about?
6 points behind. This would be a bad one for them. This would be one of their bankers, they'd have thought. So,
To see who comes down, see who we play next season.
Of course, a great season at the Saddlers. Has got the second goal.
Oh, White give the ball away then. Melbourne on the left-hand side. Got a bit of room to run into. Al-Sadibi. Al-Sadibi, great ball in. Oh, nice. Too far. Goalkeeper lucky.
Be wary of whether it was arcing towards his goal. It goes behind. That's a shame.
Yeah, we need to put their goalie into more pressure, don't we?
It's exactly the right thing to do there, deliver an early ball in, but we mentioned the wind.
But yeah, they're chasing down the keeper. That's the right thing to do. Grimsby are winning 1-0.
Just a little too confident there. Just have to double check as soon as that ball.
Colchester Barrow. That's one of them likely to go past us unless we get a win today.
But fortunately for the Orient goalkeeper, it's beyond his.
Which ones go down for championships? Top is the top four.
Champion.
Bottom four.
Got 3, I think.
Oh, right. I mean, Blues aren't going to go down.
I think Blues will be all right. Another poor clearance from the Orient keeper.
Blues to go down.
What's that?
Blues to go down.
You want Blues to get there?
Yeah. And then there'll be a League One. I know we're not playing this, won't play next season. This is that I play Blues.
Josh Gordon balls over into the box. Heads up. Come on, get to that now. Come on, Al-Sadibi, get that ball back into the box. That's it. Oh, poor cross from Al-Sadibi then. Perry's done well then. Knocked it back to the keeper.
It's not easy out there.
It's a bit windy apparently.
Bristol, Wigan, Rochdale, bottom 3.
Oh! Lavery's done well there.
Lavery has support coming there from right back for
Perry into the box.
That's too strong. Nobody went to Wigan, Bristol.
It was into the middle.
Push on Danny Johnson.
Wigan. Mr. Rovers. Rovers coming down to League 2.
It's exactly that. I think that's a positive of having 2 strikers there for you. 2 players you know exactly where they need to be when that ball is delivered.
Okay, Don's losing 2.
I think the downside of the Saddlers.
Okay, Don's getting Zach Jules. Zach Jules back.
He's been playing for him. He's playing now.
Oh, he's in playing.
Unless they turn into road runner and that.
We like Zach Jules, didn't we? It's a shame he went too late.
When that ball's going in.
James Clark with a shin
with the first 2 goals
distance on it.
First.
And there's a second W who's split back towards the penalty area. And then we get a third chance to side. It's not
It's good to
get it away.
It's good to know that Zach Jules is actually playing.
Yeah. Casual ball out from Tyreek Wright there. And now he's give away a foul. Colchester 1-0 down. That's a goal for Barrow then. We expected Barrow to win that. It's Colchester that have been struggling.
In League 2, Bradford are level at Stevenage. Clayton Donaldson.
Clayton Donaldson, he's scored some goals over the years.
That's a great service to football. Colchester are in front against Barrow, we're just hearing as well.
Oh, Colchester in front against Barrow. Oh, that's different to what I would think.
Barrow, of course, far from out the league themselves. So Colchester won Barrow 0.
We've got Colchester to play, haven't we? That's another one of those must-not-lose games, isn't it?
That advantage won't come to anything because Brophy has tackled. He's gone out of play for a throw. The referee's going to check whether Kemp's okay. And I think it was Hayden White who wants to talk to about the challenge. It's not going to be anything other than a lecture.
Yeah, he didn't put his arms around his throat this time.
Yeah.
32 minutes gone, throwing to Leyton Orient on the left-hand side, just 10 yards from our goal line. Walsall have cleared the lines generally pretty well. Come on, keep them away.
Lays it back, threaded into the box, the useful throw in there by Clark. Salmons appealing for offside.
Corner. Cheltenham equalised against Grimsby. That's no surprise. I said Cheltenham would win that, didn't I?
Probably their first spell of telling pressure where they've been able to move the ball on the floor and just forcing James Clark into a...
Short corner.
Yeah, taking short. Brofield looks to return it to Kemp, but that's a good challenge by Kinsella.
Kinsella, good challenge, yeah.
Goes into a tumbling routine, gets himself back on his feet. It's quite a slight character, but very good on the ball. Widowson will come across.
So, a little bit of possession for Leyton Orient on the throwing.
Short for him there was Clay, but instead he goes to Kemp.
Come on, Walsall, nice and tight at the back. That's what we like. Oh, good ball inside. Got to watch him here. Got some space out right. Want Max to keep tight to him there.
Turns one way, then the other. He wants to get it onto that left foot whenever he can. Turns full circle. Second defender is across there, Osadebe, and between them, Melbourne and Osadebe are able to pick the pocket of Wilkinson. And it's Osadebe who cleared it.
Osadebe just cleared it to the halfway line.
Over on the far side, that's good defending.
34 minutes gone. 0-0.
4-2-3-1. Fairly fashionable, but Wilkinson does strike him as the sort of character that will be playing in the middle.
Yeah, big, strong, good with the ball at his feet. You know,
Josh Gordon chasing their keeper. Oh! He's knocked the ball out of play again, their keeper. He doesn't like it when we chase him down, does he? Doesn't like it when they chase him down.
Max Melbourne's got to be savvy with his challenges over there being on a yellow card now.
History repeating itself as Vigaroo, after a back pass again, miscues the ball left-footed and goes out of play for a throw on the inside of the foot. The throw from Hayden White, he wants to take it again because it went out of play, but he did bounce on the pitch before going out of play. A little bit of off-spin from Hayden White. And that's the defending to do. He just holds off.
Tries to knock it down the line.
Bump into him, and Johnson
Sadler nice taps it back to the keeper.
Half with a box kick. Has nobody to chase it, and it's got harmlessly through.
Long ball from Rowers.
Has been pretty well protected. Towards the near side, intended by Tyree Wright, cut out by Cisse. Interesting angle.
Oh, trouble here.
He gets under control and lays off for Wilkinson. Comes across the left.
He's forced him out to the wide.
Cross takes a bit of a deflection. Diving header clear. Second ball won by Brody.
Short keeper should have come out and claimed that, shouldn't he?
25 yards
For Walsall.
turns backwards for
Pressure's building Leyton Orient at the minute.
Closed down by Hayden White. Doesn't need to make contact there, Hayden White. In the end, he stays on his feet. And when he comes across,
Guys won a free kick off Josh Gordon, but they'd been forced back to the halfway line. We never do well at Colchester, says Ozzy. We don't need to do well, we just need to not lose.
6.7. Although, actually, having watched.
Yeah, Orient getting on the ball more the last 5 minutes or so.
So many players do. Johnson was trying to win a free kick off Clark there.
Clark did his drop. Did his drop then to win a foul. He's just clipped a little bit.
28-year-old from Middlesbrough signed on a free from Dundee. He's got 21.
Doesn't want to give the ball away. It's a bit pointless.
So you mentioned about his goals. 19 of them this season in all competitions. You know, we often talk about teams doing well at the right end of the table and having a goal scorer. Look at Cambridge and Paul Mullin this year, top of the table at the moment.
Yeah, that striker who can pop him in the goal.
Goal
like Wes McDonald.
Last of an Arctic wind there. Maybe somebody will have a nose as far as that. And it's,
I don't think the vent behind us is so helping.
apologies if you can hear the vent when it gets louder, which it does periodically. It's one of the charms of this ground. It's
Most soulless ground I've ever been to, Colchester, says Tommy. I haven't been there.
Nice housing around here, actually.
Oh, off the DB. Oh, that's not a bad ball. Out to White. Going to dink that back inside. Oh, defenders blocked it. Throw in Walsall. That's deep inside their half on the right hand side.
I didn't get that. Why they got stairs? Yeah, it was just like come back there and go down the side instead of just going all the way down.
Took too much time knowing that he had that time there.
Surely they just like
to close it down.
down.
Some good news from Sam.
Hayden White, come on.
He's scrapping to win the ball back on the near side. Gives it back to Tyree.
Ball into the box. Oh, come on! Gordon's got held off then as he was going in for the cross. He was like he got his arm across him.
Might have turned his ankle. The ball had been a bit closer to him than Sam. The referee might have had to have a bit of a closer think about that. Meanwhile, however, Cheltenham have equalised at Grimsby. Grimsby bottom of the table. Sanders would quite like them not to pick up too much today. Boyle has got the leveller there after 34 minutes. Colchester still leading Barrow by a goal to now. Harriet the scorer. Millwall in front at
What would prefer there? Colchester Barrow draw. It's a great cladding and brick built in a farmer's field with little else growing round it, and hadn't even finished the roads round it when it went up.
After the drop ball, curls out towards the far side. Wilkinson's flick on is kept on the pitch by Johnson, but Sadler is able to take it away from him.
They did well then. Come on, Joshy. Oh, off the baby on the left. This is where you want somebody chasing. Oh, chance here. He's done well then. Lavery in the box. On the box again.
Lay it off.
He's got nobody there. He's got nobody with him.
Harry was right there.
Chipping in, turns to the right hand side, then stands on the ball, does well to get on his feet really quickly and lays it back to Perry, and then the challenge in from Brosby, and the Sanders have to settle for a throw, and that feels disappointing.
Yeah, I thought Banksy, you're quite right, Mark Banks. Could have had a penalty there.
Took him away from goal there, and possibly his second cross wasn't spectacular, and like you say, it seems like a chance miss.
Movement of Lavery and Gordon has been pretty good so far today.
Yeah, they're doing good.
White having to scrap to keep the ball alive. Perry nods it down for right.
Come on, put through there, yeah.
Sadler out towards the far side. Switch play and find Melbourne.
Melbourne on the left.
Really good at the pitch today. And I do like it when he gets forward. He's a good crosser of the ball. Infield for Osadebe. Gets between three red shirts.
Good corner ball. Osadebe did well on the ball then. We'd only miss it if we had a penalty. You're probably right. I'd like to see Josh Gordon stepping up for a penalty. I don't know why Osadebe was taking him.
Maybe he scored.
Yeah, he scored. So we have missed a few penalties this season. It don't help, does it, when you're trying to get points? So then Osadebe, I think, is going to have this one.
He's 24 years of age now. And he's ready to take the
corners come in. On your head, son. Corner again, I think.
He gets ahead in there and it drifts behind. Might even have come off his shoulders in the end.
I thought that was another corner.
Over and behind, Bigaroo not tested. That was a good delivery from Osadebe. Very tempting.
Again, there seems to be a little bit of a space between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box, ready for somebody to attack. But
that Cisco, whatever his name is, for Leyton Orient, still limping a bit.
Again, fortunately for
I think he might.
They've gone behind.
A bump on the head here for Connor Wilkinson. Play continues for a moment, but in the end, the referee. Oh, he's going to pick himself up now. He's fine.
Waits till the ref stops the game, then just stands up.
There may be contact because we don't get replays when we're sat up here on the balcony.
You don't get replays. You do. There's a replay coming on, you monkey. Oh, or maybe they don't get to see him. That was nothing, that. I think the ball might have hit him in the face. Creating chances, but their keeper still hasn't had to make a decent save. No, that's quite right.
His team aren't going to be doing anything further up the pitch, but there was nothing in that for me.
Forest Green 0, Salford 1. Forest Green who come to the Baxter Stadium on Saturday.
Salford next up.
In goal of that game.
No, Forest Green.
In the 38th minute. Still no
Forest
goal.
Green next up. I thought it was Salford next.
No.
And we got Forest Green and Salford to play, haven't we? Yeah.
In this first half, Leyton Orient 0, Walsall 0, bouncing.
Oh, Walsall keeping them on again here.
For a third, Sadler's
Another
goal.
corner. That's on the right-hand side. That's going to be Tyreek Wright.
And it's the age-old thing about football is get a goal when you're
Generally, when Tyreek Wright will knock it in quite low, so we need somebody at the near post, I think.
The Settlers have been impressive in this first half, and the performance so far is literally just missing the ball hitting the back of the net.
Come on, Walsall.
Tyreek Wright will take on the right-hand side.
Here's a goal, says
For a bit of a false start.
Nigel. Come on.
The referee will hold him up and have a word with a group of players near the edge of the penalty area. Matt Sadler is going to have a little crack at refereeing the game himself.
Come on then, let's have a look.
With his experience, why not?
Go on, Tyreek.
Right, will deliver. Plenty of height on this. There
Oh, that was
yellow
useless.
shirted players down in the penalty area. James Clark is staring at the referee as if to say, well, have you not seen that? And Jamie Turley is walking in our direction like a man who reckons he's got away with something.
Yeah, there's two of them on the floor there with Matt Sander and James Clark. The referees had a word with that group of players that were in and around the penalty spot there, and I think it's one of those where he
43 minutes, still 0-0.
a few more in the game.
We're kind of getting used to this, aren't we, Walsall?
Call for it. That's a foul by Wilkinson in the aerial challenge here, and he's not happy with the decision at all, but that was a pretty heavy challenge. From
What happened? I don't know, Nigel. The camera didn't show it. But maybe Clark and Sadler got held back, I think, from the... I mean, I didn't think it was particularly good delivery, I don't think.
He's been involved with so far in the game.
I don't know why, but the camera focused on
himself up on the deck now.
Right,
This
yeah.
is going to be
And Roy was speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He mentioned earlier on got sent off in the corresponding fixture last season. He has got that as part of his game. I don't criticise him for that. I've got nothing wrong with a big striker who's got a bit of nasty to them. You know, something that the Sanders tried to teach Elijah Adebayo is to have that bit of nasty, look, and turn him into a championship player.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Well,
you need as a big man, you need to be a soft touch. That's not what you need. You need to be in the team to be a handful, and he's continuing to be that.
Oh, come on, chance.
Lavery tried to get there before the keeper, and Vigaroo has done well to get a fist to the ball above the head of Lavery. They were the only two players on the pitch who really read what was going on there. Kinsler wins it back and finds White. Here's Perry. Perry being closed down by Cisse, does well to clip it down the touchline for White. Back to Perry once more.
They know where each other are. That's good. Tyreek Wright. Long range effort. That was never gonna give him any trouble. But he's had a shot.
Give it like a couple of meters to the left, and it could have been in.
Yeah.
A good opportunity there, Tyreek Wright, just to
If that got a bit of a whip on it.
A bit of whipping height, yeah.
Again, talk about confidence, Richard. And
Lavery's down injured. We're on 45 minutes, just 2 minutes injury time.
spelling in the Football League. Sometimes those can fly into the back of the net. Unfortunately, it didn't do on this time, but
No,
I don't mind.
they have to be on target to do that.
Keelan Lavery's done. It was one of those times where the trainer comes on and he's in a seated position. I think he thinks his hamstring's gone, and it looks like we're going to see a change here for the Saddlers, and that will be very, very frustrating.
So Lavery, bear in mind we only got 2 strikers, one of them injured. Takes us down to 1 striker.
Oh, don't worry, hold.
If he's gone for good off for Walsall, says Nigel. That's very good, yeah.
Don't worry, we'll bring on Holden.
Some Johnny Vegas comment from Keith.
QPR by a goal to nil. Leyton has got that goal.
Now, if Lavery's out for the rest of the season, what's he doing? Is he he's coming off, Lavery, yeah. So what do? You bring on Del Boy, who's useless,
Yeah.
or
That's
you play with one up front and bring Wes on.
Bring Wes on and play Wes up front.
Lavery's been doing well last few games, hasn't he?
Holden, like I said.
Oh, Rory Holden's coming on.
That's a good.
How's he useless? Yeah.
to 3 in behind. Josh Gordon.
Well, Josh Gordon, it's all about Josh Gordon now if we're going to get a goal today.
It looks at the moment like
I reckon Holden's going to score.
Tyreek Wright on the right, and with Holden in the hole. And of course, they've only just got a couple of minutes now before half time, and at that point, Brian Dutton can consolidate those thoughts. And they've got the ball inside Leyton Orient territory. They've lots of DBs and a good half.
Kinsella.
Tight to the touchline at the moment.
Oh, he's done well there. Oh, that's good. Cross, we've got nobody in the box. We're getting in.
Holden's cross, White is back in against the keeper.
Oh.
The keeper punches away.
Holden's first touch of the game, and it's all.
That was a good cross, that was.
That was Holden, mate.
Given the type of game, we'll miss Lavery in this. He's the sort who could nip one of those gaps and get something. He's come close a couple of times, says Tommy. Yeah. Holden straight into the action. He just needs strikers to be able to pass to, doesn't he?
Yeah.
OCR is never going to win a header, is he?
No.
But I mean, he's. I would say, from what I know about OCR from Del Boy, that he'd be okay if he had a run on goal. But of course, we know about that. His run on goal, it went all pear-shaped, didn't it? That was Gordon. Should have put Wright away then. And
Wright was bursting forward. Tyreek Wright wins the ball and tries to squeeze it through to Holden, but he can't. And it's won back on halfway by Kinsella. That wasn't his best touch.
Kinsella. What's it? Kinsella.
Kinsella is bundled over
Kinsella.
by Grophin for a Sanders free kick. The fourth minute early time again this first half.
Kinsella.
So I reckon it's probably the last chance to get the ball forward towards the edge of the penalty area. And it's not entirely surprising, therefore, that Tyreek Wright has been called back to the halfway line to deliver this, and already checking his boots for any mud.
well,
Leyton Orient will set up defensively a good half a dozen yards outside the penalty area for this one. One last opportunity for Walsall.
Ref's about to blow, I think.
In his first half, that was you could say to dispute that. And they angle it forward. It's going to be headed clear by Wilkinson.
half time.
Was on target. They've limited Orient
0-0. Well, the mighty Orient not had many chances, have they? Bear in mind they're the favourites for the game. Let's just check stats. Yeah, Walsall have had 6 shots to their 2. We've had 1 on target to their none. And I think that sort of is about fair for what we're at, really. Because Walsall have had the better, definitely had the better chances. And just for removal of any doubt, it's pronounced Kinsella. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right then, half time. So far, so good, says Nigel. Good half. We need to work their keeper more, says Tommy. Good half, says Mark. Yeah, I agree with that. All good stuff. Right then, I'm going to pop the loo in a sec. I'm just going to show you this. Is that good? That's my new book, which is out next week. You can pre-order on Amazon, just $2.99. Sci-fi thriller, bit of cheeky stuff in it as well. So have a look at that. That'll support me. Awoken in 2046. That's a follow-up to Finding Love in 2045, where we've got a bit of sex robot action and that sort of stuff. Right then, I need the loo, so I'm gonna go and top up my drink, and we'll be back in a minute. Right then, so question: have we got anybody for director of football yet? So, director of football, anybody in for that? I put my name forward, not to be director of football, of course, but I put Richard Money. I think could be a good one. He's got a good pedigree and still got some good contacts in the game. He might be a good guy to guide Brian Dutton, who looks unsackable from every time you speak to Lee Pomlet. Anyway, right then. So, who do you think for director of football? And also, this is an even tougher one: Walsall player of the season.
She's definitely left her mark on this game. Ready? Football at Home with Screwfix, proud partner of the EFL. Whatever your reason for moving this season, we'll make it our goal to sell your home for the best price possible. This is Andy, local coach and football craze father of 4. Andy, Kate, Sam, Dale, Stanley and Rose, and Creed the dog are looking for a bigger home. They've come to your move, as last year we sold over 12,000 homes for our customers up and down the country, whoever they support. Go online and book a valuation today. Your move, official supporter of the EFL.
Papa John's Trophy. Get your kids with this real game changer. Want full-on flavors? Then get a slice of the action. And be ready to smash it in like an absolute pro. Big moments just got even tastier. Your game? Order now. Papa John's, official partner of the EFL.
Hi, Walsall Fan TV, says Ross Allen. Hi, mate. How you doing? I had a little chat with Ross on Twitter earlier. You can get me on Walsall Fan TV on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram. That's walsall.fan.tv on Instagram. So if you want to join me for chat and stuff on that, the Instagram thing, the idea of that is to put any captures of Walsall goals we get from when we're watching the live stream. But as you can appreciate, there's not many on there at the minute. Great half, says Ross. Been on top. Great to see Rory Holden back in the team. We've missed him a lot. You are not kidding. I think we've probably missed him as much, if not more, than Elijah Adebayo. So Walsall Player of the Season. I would have said Cameron Norman, but I mean, he's hardly played for the last 10, 15 games, has he? Nobody else really stands out, do they? Nothing up front, says Jensan. Yeah, that's the problem. We get the ball up front and then there's nobody there to do the damage. Josh Gordon looked like he was going to be that man at one point last season, but he's not really sort of pushed on, has he? The injury obviously didn't help. Ross is saying Kinsella all day long, in my opinion. Yeah, I think he's kind of the man, really. Laura's saying bring Holden on. Laura, you've missed it. Holden is on. Lavery had a knock and his hamstring problem, I think. So he's off, and Holden came on just before half time. Need to get McDonald on second half, says Jansan. That's right. I agree. Norman would be my player of the season. He started really well. Can't understand why he hasn't got more games in. It's ridiculous. He's now third choice right back. That's Naila Dean. I am perplexed why Norman's not playing. I did contact him on Instagram, and he's agreed an interview at the end of the season. Once he's agreed to interview at the end of the season. Obviously, they're focusing on survival at the moment, so we wanted to sort of delay it till after then. But I mean, that works well for me as well. And really, I want to ask Cameron Norman some of those deep questions which never get asked in interviews. I'm quite direct with people and sort of just ask what I want to know. All this talking around the point and all that business. Let's just sort of just get straight into it. Comment from Ross. Walsall Fan TV, way better than Arsenal Fan TV. But that's good of you to say. Thank you. Arsenal Fan TV. I bet they've got a lot more followers, being sort of Premier League team and all that. Jensan, let's just knock that off a sec. Jensan, Gordon has gone backwards, offers nothing. Release at the end of the season. Well, Gordon, let me think. He's very combative. He chases down the balls. But I mean, he's just lost his mojo in front of goal. He's just got no confidence in front of goal at all. And can somebody at Walsall help him get that back? Because there's a lot I like about Josh Gordon, but the fact of the matter is, if he's a striker who is scared of shooting or doesn't score goals, then what's the point? Strikers are there to create chances for themselves as well as put away chances that come to them. And Josh Gordon ain't doing neither of those. But he did have a chance against Harrogate, and the keeper saved well. But that's sort of once in a blue moon. He's not going to sort of do it. Like, we've had penalties. Asadibi stepped up for that penalty against Grimsby, and then against Harrogate stepped up to again. Gordon, centre forward, the moment there's a penalty, he should be like, shift out the way, that's my territory. But he's obviously not got that confidence to step up and do that, which means if you can't do that, you're not a striker, are you? So that's why I think, as Jenstan says, release at the end of the season. I can't imagine a lot of people coming in for a player who's scored less than, well, he scored about 1 in 5 in his career. But this season, he's been worse than that. So if he did stay at Walsall, certainly wouldn't be one of the bigger earners. It'd be good if we could get a coach in who could sort of get him going again, because we do like his energy. But as I say, a striker who doesn't score goals, he's not a striker, is he? It wouldn't be so bad if he was creating. He's not even creating. Daniel saying, be interesting to see who stays. Assuming Walsall are going to stay up, which is not a foregone conclusion, but I think Walsall are going to stay up. Asadibi, I think he might be in contract till next season, so we might be stuck with him. I mean, Dan Scarr, is he going to be back with us next season? I'm not so sure. Hayden White, he was on just a 1-year contract. I'd let him go, to be honest. Max Melbourne, is he going to sign for Walsall for next season? Possibly. He would be blocking the route of Callum Cockrell-Mullet. And maybe, like, he's a couple of years now, is he gonna still be with us? There's quite a few changes. There's only a few that are sort of contracted for next season. Got the likes of Roberts, Perry, Kinsella, and just a few others, really. There's not many. Right then, what's the score at the moment, says Sean? It's still 0-0, Sean. Oh, I've got to put my banner back on. Hang on, that's why it's not showing. Yeah, it's still 0-0 at the moment. Holden will change the game. Laura, I think you're right. He got a nice crossing just before the half-time whistle. He's going to create more, but with just Gordon up front and what we've said about Gordon, is he going to be able to convert? I would love it if he did. Ben saying Gordon got ruined by Clark playing him out of position. Now lost all he had when he was scoring before lockdown. So, did Darryl Clark keep telling him to go out wide, or was Gordon just going out wide? I don't know. You would think he'd be screaming at him to get in the box. If he's a striker, again, if you're a striker, your intention is always going to be get in the box. Get in the box. If there's a ball coming in the box, I'm there. But as we found out with the goal against Grimsby, it was Gordon putting the cross in. So he's a winger. Is he a winger or a centre forward? Maybe he changing to maybe a winger is maybe his game. I don't know, or maybe I don't know. Somebody needs to do something with him. If he's still at Walsall next season, he's got a big learning curve and a big change around, I think. Ross saying Holden will hopefully change the game in the second half. Yeah, that's what Laura was saying. I think that's we hope so. Still need 2 strikers against these, not just for goals, but the threat from stopping them coming on to us too much. That is the case, Tommy, but with Lavery off, the only other centre forward we've got is Del Boy, and he doesn't even call himself a centre forward. So who can we play up front when we've got no centre forwards? So is Holden going to play as centre forward? I don't know. Wes McDonald, perhaps. But Ross saying Walsall will hopefully stay up. I think we will. I think we will stay up. It could get harum scarum if Rochdale sort of start to get some results. But they've got some tough games. And the games they have got that they're likely to get points from are against teams that are down below us, with Barrow and Colchester. I think they've got both of them to play, I think. When I looked through it, I reckon they might get 3 wins. But 3 wins, as long as Walsall get more than a couple of points between now and the end of the season, then that wouldn't be enough for them to go past us. Do you think that Dan Scarr is any good? We like Dan Scarr. That's a question from Laura. Dan Scarr, I like him. When he stepped forward against Bradford and Andy Cook scored, I think he got some criticism for that. But generally, he's very solid defensively. And was he part of the reason why we were conceding a lot? I don't think so, really. He's quite a solid player. I quite like him. I'd quite like him to stay. But with the likes of Tom Leake coming forward, maybe we've got players coming forward who can coming through that will help us there. Just kicking off the second half, just catching up on some comments as well. Al-Sadibi been awful most of the season, but showing sign that more work might be an okay player. Yeah, if he's with us next season, Al-Sadibi, fair enough. I mean, you wouldn't give him a new contract based on what we've seen, would you? I wouldn't anyway. He's been very disappointing. When is Nolan's contract up? Nolan's contract is up, I believe. Which, bear in mind, we bought him in to develop him. If his contract's up, that's going to be really disappointing. It's sort of wasted funding, really, sort of bringing him in. And I don't think he's really had a good enough run in the team, Nolan. I'd like to have seen him get more chances, but when things aren't going so well, you don't get the chances the same. Second half surge, that's what I'm hoping for. But to be honest, Ross, I think we're back up and running. Stephen, we're back on. With 3 points would be nice. I'd be happy with a point. I'll be happy with a point today, but I think they're not going to be as bad second half. I don't think. Leyton Orient. Pomnick needs to show some ambition next season. His takeover has not worked out, and supporters are very let down, says Jensen. Yeah, it's definitely not working like we thought it'd work. Nigel, come on, Walsall. Scar does chip in with the odd goal, which you need a centre back to do from set pieces. Quite right. Andy Butler needs to start. Well, he's manager now, and he's manager of Doncaster. Oh, chance here. Oh, White should have played that. Oh, the guy nearly had a shot then. White should have cut that out, and he's gone through, and the players eventually we've cleared it, but not thanks to Hayden White. Definitely looking to put pressure on us now, Leyton Orient. Walsall need to be strong. Walsall throw. That'll sort of help to clear the danger a tad.
energy and a bit more purpose.
Yeah, Leyton Orient looking stronger at the minute. Of course, they're trying to go for playoffs. They're going to be needing the 3 points. They're going to be needing the 3 points. Throwing Orient halfway inside Walsall's half. Walsall turn and face. Just block up. Keep that pressure on them.
The referee initially wasn't giving it. I think he got a shout from either the fourth official or the assistant saying, handball.
Laura's saying, I think that we could get a big goal. Well, if we were to get a win today, that would, I think, not 100%, but that would pretty much secure our position. I'd like us to have a little run at the end of the season and go past Port Vale. That would be nice. But we'll need 2 or 3 wins to do that.
Gordon having come to ground into a little bit of pressure. He's trying to drag Tunjiakin over.
If we go one up top with these, it'll be 45 minutes of attack versus defence. Yeah, we've got to keep pushing forward, haven't we, Tom?
In the second half up in Yorkshire, Harrogate 0, Port Vale 1-1.
Port Vale winning. I have actually got Port Vale to win that. I put a little bet on today.
Challenging here by Holmes to run it back inside his own half for the Saddlers. And here's Melbourne. Ball was blocked. Perry onto the second ball.
That's the BB. Come on.
He holds it up well initially. Wilkinson comes in with a challenge, and Melbourne is happy just to punt it to safety.
So we're not chasing them up the same. See, we're sitting back, aren't we now?
Really got going at all in the second half in possession. The Saddlers.
Come on.
Terribly well. Now ball beaten in the air by Wilkinson, who is a taller man, and it floats infield for Johnson, holds it up for a while, and then lays it to Clay to his left. Support coming from Brentford.
Oh, it's gone behind them.
It made a run in front of the penalty spot, and it rattles through to the near side where it's recovered.
It is.
Back for Cipriani. Turn to Lee once more. Wants a give and go, but Kemp turns infield, dips into the box.
Through to the keeper, so that's all right.
From the left from Brophy was a real tempter.
The ball's come across and it's just gone behind the Orient front two. So Leyton Orient definitely come out going for some meaning here. But I think Walsall got to get the ball on the floor. It's going to be if we're going to sit back and let them just attack us, then it's going to be all over, isn't it?
It went quite high and it dropped pretty much bang on the halfway line. It didn't look like it was being affected. I don't think he quite caught it flush. Yeah, but keep an eye on that. It's Walsall's territorial advances in the first half might have been a little bit wind propelled. As Clark judges a run
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's foul. Hayden White got a heavy knock then. He's won the foul. Yeah. Well, first 6 minutes of the second half, Leyton Orient have had a lot more of the ball. Hayden White's done well there. He thought he was going to get the ball. Hayden White just got to him before. But that's how all the Premier League players get fouls, isn't it? Leave the ball out there, just get a toe on it as the challenge is coming in. Yeah, he's got the yellow card. Now, Tyree Wright from the... It's a long ball. He's open there. Where's that going? Come on. Al-Sadibi waiting for it to come down, trying to get the volley. Oh, Perry, give a poor pass again. I know what he was trying to do, but it was a poor pass.
Good defended by Kinsler to force them back into their own half. Now it's onto the chest of Kemp. Kicked off him by Al-Sadibi, off the body of the...
Oh, fell. Club statement tomorrow. Is that right, Laura? What's that all about then? Is our director of football finally going to join us? We've got to stay up because I can't play FIFA without Walsall in it, says Dave Perry. Absolutely. We like playing a bit of FIFA and seeing what the result's going to be. Hopefully they've found their director of football. Come on, Walsall. We've got to keep the pressure on, haven't we? Director of football, Richard Money was my shout. I think John Terry, Stephen's gone for.
Oh, John Terry.
And Pulis, Ian Holloway. That's some of the other names bandied about. It's generally somebody we've never heard of, isn't it?
Yeah.
Off the DB on the left hand. Oh, probably a club statement for the sacking of the manager. That'd be a bit cruel to him announce that, wouldn't it? Halfway through a game. I don't think Lee Pomley will sack Brian Dutton. He's got it. It's a project for him, isn't it? He don't admit his mistake. Saying that, Brian Dutton might just get us over the line. Walsall getting a bit of possession now, which is better. Oh, that's nice. Holden, ball's into the box. Oh, chance, put it away. Oh! The ball went to right. He was only 7 yards out. Oh, he's now finisher, is he? Tyreek Wright. A striker then would have smacked that in. Tyreek Wright, blooming heck. He's a skillful player, but I mean, he's not got that killer touch, has he? He's doing all right here, though. On the right-hand side, he was still in possession. Tyreek Wright, yeah. He gave up, yeah. Is it Dickie Dosh? I was asking for more money in the club. We'll be happy then. It's a Chinese director of football. We don't win. Oh, nice one, Dave. I don't know why I'm laughing at Walsall's misfortune. It's some kind of weird thing. So, it's been all Orient, but now we've got Tyreek Wright now to DB over a free kick on the right-hand side. Into the box, straight to the keeper. Straight to the keeper.
Keeper's over, have a shot.
It's not back in. Oh, poor ball again. Come on. We got to get more. Got to get on the ball more, haven't we? Orient on the left-hand side. Al-Sadibi's going to try and stop him. Good tackle. He's doing well then. We don't see many tackles. What's he doing there?
Oh, he
pulled him down then. He pulled him down. He pulled him to the ground. I can see from here.
Lays the ball back for Holden. Wants to open up on the left-hand side. Had to get it behind the man, but he doesn't. Shame because Noble.
Oh, come on.
Committing in behind. And McKnight to release it up front towards Johnson. His header there will be picked up by Perry.
That's a poor. Not a great clearance, was it? Nice to see Tyreek Wright getting on the ball more. He didn't. What did he? He didn't need to play like that, did he, Perry? Then he's got all the time in the world and just plays a blind ball.
Right now, I would take off Perry and bring on West.
Yeah.
And play Holden in the middle.
Oh, great ball! Great interception. Josh Gordon stole the ball. Got no support with him. Ball into the box. Oh,
hanging too tight towards the keeper.
It was a good ball into the box, really, but Tyree Wright was there and just waiting for the ball to come for him rather than trying to get onto the end of it. When they enter the squad numbers, we'll end up with a Chinese buffet.
Fellaini's usually going to be playing on that right-hand side.
Oh, that was a bit sloppy as well. Come on, Walsall. They're trying to get this left-hand side going.
You might mind the Josh Gordon of 18 months ago would have just tried to hair away from the defender having won the ball.
Yeah.
Probably would have been his best option. To see how far he could carry it and maybe angle it.
Yeah, win a corner or get a shot away.
That moment has passed. 59th minute, 0-0. Brisbane Road or the Brown Group Stadium as it is now.
I'll see it throw in halfway line. Leyton Orient. Yeah, 58 minutes gone. It's doing all right there. We just need that goal, didn't we?
Have a little bit about it to wear something like that.
James Clark is trying to escort the ball through to Jack Rose. He claims it right on the left.
Rose didn't want to come for that then, and Clark was screaming at him to come and get him.
I'm going to go silver with those on, but that Sanders got a black and a pink boot on.
Okay.
The trend in American college basketball to wear odd-coloured boots. I'm not quite sure about that one, though. There we go. As Gordon flicks it on to right, looking to get it infield. It wouldn't arrive at its intended target, but it's run back by Gordon. It does show some intent to get around the outside.
Gordon's looking better, isn't he? Gordon.
He is. It's because Holden's on the pitch.
Actually, his first touch has been excellent today. And so too is Hayden White. I think they both offered out wide pretty well. I think Hayden White and Max Melbourne have perhaps not wanted to commit beyond sort of 30, 35 yards out when they're going forward.
Yeah, I think clean sheet's got to be priority, isn't it?
That's where the Sanders have really looked most dangerous.
Yeah, Clark holding off a player and not going to ground. That's a change. I'd like to see me next season, Clark. But, whether he'll go and join Darryl Clark at Vale. The thing is, like League 2, you need some experienced heads. You need some experienced heads next to hungry younger players, don't you? Walsall throw, midway inside their half. Chance for Walsall to put some pressure on Leyton Orient. Chance for shot. Oh, Tyree Wright let fly again, but it's not really let fly. It's sort of it's a grub hunter.
I mean, fair play.
It just didn't.
It's fair play from shooting that, but seriously, it's 0-0. Yeah, we need to pass it around and actually get a goal. There's no point having a long.
The thing is, he took it was like a half shot there. He didn't really sort of commit to the shot, did he?
Yeah.
It was like, I need to get rid of the ball now. Let's hit it towards the goal, rather than having a shot. Some nice, some better play from Walsall. Come on, keep it going, keep it going. Melbourne throws it into Gordon. Come on. Might get the ball in the box in a minute. Holden. Oh, great chance. Across the ball. Nandra Mirza says Leyton win 3-1. I don't know what he's on about. Meaning Menang 3. Okay, we've got a translation issue there. I think they're going to win. Or I think Walsall are going to score 3. I think that's probably unlikely. Right then, so Osadibe corner. He has been fairly good from set pieces. So we got Clark and Sadler chasing in for a header. Near post. Oh.
And Kinsella wants to get it to Osadebe. Didn't quite get the angles right there.
Kinsella did well again then. Blocked the penalty. They're scoring penalties. Get him a game for Walsall. What are they talking about the championship games?
I don't know.
Sub for Les Dennis is coming on for Widowson for Leyton Orient.
Grimsby 1-1.
Grimsby 1-1 with yeah. Another throw for Walsall. Walsall's starting to get a bit more. Walsall's starting to get a bit more presence in the Leyton half.
Cheltenham.
After 60 minutes, now Gordon drop the ball in tight to the goal line. Cipriani was done well there. Steals it off it, clears up towards halfway. Sadler does enough to muscle the ball through.
Oh, doing well. Osadebe, get that ball in.
I'm just saying, yeah, but this is when we need Westland, you know.
We're doing all right here.
Yeah, I know, but
Get your ball in the box, son.
Hold the forward down the left-hand side. Stands up towards the back stick. He's too far for White. Arriving though is Perry. White takes off the ball inside the box. Lies down with his arms in the air while play continues. And Perry goes back to Davey. Laid back for
shoot Kinsella.
Kinsella have a shot.
Come on, man.
Don't mess about with it there. Oh.
This is where we need Wesson. This is where we need Wesson, you know, because now that Holden's playing, Wesson's Holden needs to get.
Wesson and Holden pretty good together, aren't they?
Yeah, precisely.
Tyree Wright did well then. Tyree Wright did well there. Walsall going to be in trouble then. And he battled with the guy until he got the foul. He didn't do a Clark and just dropped down. He was sort of making sure the guy didn't get away. And then ended up winning the foul. So that was good. Hayden White got tripped in the box. But no malice. Player of the season for me, Kinsella, been pretty consistent all the way through. Yeah, I'd agree with that. How the fudge aren't we winning? Says Ozzy. Well, shots on target is the issue. Well, no news of my footy apps is good news for now. Means no goals conceded.
Lucky where he was putting that. And Holden will find Kinsella. Had a bit of pressure to do.
That's still in.
To find Melbourne. Osadebe tight to the touchline. Last touch though is Kinsella. And a play for Leyton Orient. 66 minutes on.
66 minute, yeah. 0-0. Max Verstappen says hello. Thanks for joining us. Bloomy neck. Every time Hayden White's near the ball, I get worried. And then he gets onto a ball bowled out by Rose. Wants to hit behind for Gordon. And Gordon, I think, is... Well, I suppose in reality, 0-0, 66 minutes gone is all good so far. But Walsall made that goal, don't we, to... Oh, that's a good chance. Give a shot, boy.
The one time he wanted to shoot, he doesn't.
Oh. Walsall are pushing. Working hard, but nothing up top, says Tommy. Yeah. I think Tyree Wright's been having a good game. But I think McDonald on for Tyree Wright and moving Holden over the other side perhaps would do it. With Golden, Lavery, McDonald, now Holden is back. And we can't score, it's worrying. Well, McDonald's not playing yet, Ozzy. We need to get him on the pitch, don't we? Oh, give the ball away then.
And talking to some of the guys at half time.
I've been pleased with Wright though. I think, I mean, it's just that little bit of quality to get the goals, isn't it?
If we had White, not White, for one more season,
Yeah,
then
he'll be playing at a higher level next season, I'd have thought. If he goes out on loan next season, he'll be playing at a higher level. But it'd be nice if he got his first league goal for Walsall, wouldn't he? So I think he's got a good future.
Yes.
And it squirts in field. Johnson, though, is blocked off by Sabat. And no ball will run out towards the near side. Plays it off. Danny Johnson had a play for a throw.
Draw in a minute. We're going to draw in a minute. Draw in a minute. Is that the Formula One driver Max Verstappen? Could very well be, Keith. Like to thank all those that have subscribed to the channel. If you're new to the channel, just press that button and you can see all our updates then. Come on, Roy, make some progress up there. How's he lose the ball then?
The substitutes. Louis Dennis.
We made one substitution.
I think we might be time for Wes. What do you reckon?
Yes.
Wes.
Another big, tall man for the Tigers to deal with there, actually.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know whether physicality is the solution for Leyton Orient, but they haven't got much in and around the penalty area in the game so far. And Wilkinson, a little bit striker, still spending almost all of his time hugging his touchline on the near side. Good.
Oh, right, nearly got in then.
Wright was so close to nabbing that off Turley, and now they've got to get the other side of the game right. They hold up Clay 35 yards out. Perry pointing other defenders in the right direction, but here's a chance to get across it. Oh, there's an opportunity, and it's been blocked with the chop. And it came
Best chance for Leyton Orient there. I don't know if it's hit their bloke or our bloke, but I mean, it's definitely McDonald time, I think. We got the replay coming on that. No, it's straight off the chest of Sadler. Positioned well there. Yeah, the thing is, because we've had a lot of late goals against us, this sort of time, it sort of gets worried, doesn't it? Because we know what happened against Cambridge. We played great against Cambridge.
Looking to Leyton forward, he finds Brophy. Making a run in front of him there was Dennis, and that was dangerous because White had slipped. He was able to get back up on his feet.
Gordon's done well there, you know. Walsall ball. Oh no.
The championship, Forest 3, QPR.
Hold on, where the hell?
E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Time me think. Perry looks good. Ozzy says, yeah, Perry's settled down. He was a bit wild first half. He has settled down. Colchester beating Barrow. That's a surprise.
What a welcome.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we don't need them to get 3 points, really. Watch out here.
And Kemp, as he gets his head to the ball, goes down under the challenge of Osadebe.
Osadebe, I'm amazed the ref hasn't given a penalty there. Osadebe has bundled into the back of the guy as he's trying to head the ball. Look at this.
That's a penalty.
How does he not give away a penalty there? That could have easily been a penalty.
I'm surprised.
Right then, Stephen Arnold, Stephen, I'm back to set.
No challenge for Emmanuel Osadebe there, and I think he was just trying to con the referee to give him something that the referee, I'm not sure, was having none of.
Conversation between Kemp and Osadebe continues as Joe McAnuff introduces himself as the next substitute for Leyton Orient. Their third change, he comes on before Craig Clay. As Walsall one ball forward is all the way through the bigger room. Looks to clear downfield early. Wilkinson and Melbourne challenging the air. It came off Melbourne and bounces through the jet ropes. 18 minutes to go. Leyton Orient nil, Walsall nil. In truth, though, a couple of half chances in the last few minutes for Leyton Orient. You just start to fear that it could be another one of those where the Saddlers' inability to get goals could get
It's
There's nothing wrong with a point here. They've certainly gone out with the intent to do anything better than that.
right. Tipped it on to
Gordon, little overhead for Holden. Holden thought about the back heel from White.
Holden.
Probably thought better of it.
oh,
And then White is going to foul his man as he tries to get onto a ball down the right hand side by Perry.
they're throwing.
Referee decides it isn't a foul.
Come on, lads.
He
So,
said he was expecting it would be a foul. He didn't flag for a while, but he realised
I didn't call it, man. I don't know what to say.
You've been vocal. Their player was going down before SDB reached him. You've seen them given now. The refs we get. They've got a woman reffing the Harrogate Port Vale match.
A woman?
Yeah. Not that I'm against that. I think it's a good idea. It's
No.
she can't be as bad as some of the refs we've had.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be happening though, because women are supposed to only ref women football.
Yeah, but I think that's all changed now. I've not got an issue with that. I was going to say, it's not like all the refs we normally get are brilliant, because they're not. Oh, well done, Kinsella. Oh, fell, Kinsella.
The players might get distracted though.
I don't think that kind of woman makes it as a football ref.
You never know. You've seen the players at West Ham.
Yeah, you are.
You've seen the West Ham women's team.
No.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, what's this? Come on, Steve, lad. Take out. We can do a better job than your dad. That's what he's saying when we went for Luke. Get it away. Come on. Oh, shot on target, that is. Oh, okay, it was a back pass. It was a back pass, but it was on target. That's a foul. Oh, that's a good ball, actually. 15 minutes plus injury time, 0-0. It was earlier in the season. It was a problem. The fact that we drew so many matches. Now it feels like it's a bonus. Most of our shots are like back passes. Well, Tyreek Wright's shots have been like back passes. Someone might get the sack next season, says Lewis Watts.
McDonald needs to come on, man.
Get it away. Oh, Tyreek Wright did well. Dip his foot in then to clear the danger.
So we've had 7 shots there, and 1 on target to them now.
Yeah, we're gonna. Only not getting it properly away there, Walsall. Is he going to get that? He has. Corner ball. Corner to Leyton Orient. Most of our shots like back passes only if they're getting collecting the balls up after a training.
Another good opportunity now for them to.
So 76 minutes gone, 0-0, but a corner for Leyton Orient on the right-hand side. They've tried some short corners. I don't know whether they're going to do that or whether it's coming straight in. Oh, somebody's got mud in their eye. The keeper. Oh.
I don't like, but how?
That's Rose. Rose can't see when there's a corner coming in, which is never a good position.
Looks a bit dodgy from the sound, isn't it? Okay, there you go.
Oh. Walsall win. I will act like they've won the league because it's so rare that we win, says Lewis Watts. Port Vale still winning. Table looks grim. It's looked grim for a while, but
I just say,
A
yeah.
point for Walsall. Point for Walsall. I think we're on.
Walsall's first team should train with Villa. Because I reckon we should.
Signing with Villa.
Yeah.
Why'd you say that?
For two reasons. One, yeah.
Offside.
One, we get
That's a poor 22 blokes turning for a contact lens in a minute.
yeah, one, because we get like a better connection with them, which is obviously a good
We need
thing.
a better connect. Absolutely. Stephen's spot on there. We need a better connection with teams like Villa
Yeah.
and with the Wolves.
Yeah, but I mean, Villa's our best shot.
If we could,
Because we got so many connections. We got a higher connection.
and
with
the Villa players might speak English because, of course, all the Wolves speak Portuguese, don't they?
That's true.
I run around the garden naked if we win, says Nigel.
Two, the second one is remember,
Good head on. Oh, sorry, go on.
remember, if you play with better players, you improve yourself.
That's
if
right,
if
yeah,
you're
that's
playing
right.
with bad players, you never improve, and that's Walsall.
Yeah.
We're playing with like youth players and players who are like all of the same quality. If Walsall
That's it.
train with
I'll
Villa,
quick ball. Josh Gordon, come on, Josh.
if Walsall train with Villa,
Yeah.
then they have like they'll understand the game more in a way.
Yeah.
They just get better through playing with other people.
Yeah.
Of a higher quality.
Corner ball, Walsall.
Oh look, Melbourne's gone down. It's a penalty.
Melbourne did well then. It was a crowded box he was trying to go through then. He did well then. The guy sort of leapt out the way, but then there was five Orient players before any sign of a Walsall player, so he did well to win the corner. Really, is it coming now? Is the goal coming? This is a good time for Walsall to score. It's a good time to score. Not that there's ever a bad time for Walsall to score. So, what is that?
Ball that is, man.
He's knocked it past everybody. Walsall throwing. He did well then, didn't foul the guy. Just held steady against him.
But the ref just didn't like it.
If Walsall win this, it'll be the highlight of the season. I think beating Vale was
Poor Vale game.
beating Vale's going to take some beating, to be honest.
It's offside.
Yeah, that was a good move actually. I don't think he was offside then, but
It's probably his hand. His hand was probably offside,
no, it wasn't a camera one. It was the ref or the linesman. We've had two female people on the line, haven't we? What's he doing now? Captain Hayden White. Oh, he's let it go out. Good.
Imagine if we let it go out and just call.
That would be normal. That would. Lack of presence up front. We like
Where's?
talking about lack of presence. It's like a Christmas tree in June. We like winning the FA Cup.
I wish.
Derek Ossian. Oh no, bring him on.
Of all the players that we've got on the bench, he's probably the one person we shouldn't bring on. We could probably play Roberts. Bring Roberts on, put him up front.
Oh, chance here. Put him through. Put him through. Where's that going to?
I was going to go back to him, but
He did a Clark then. He did a Clark then. There, guy. Trying to get the ball away quick. And trying to break quick on us.
Down from our high position, the speed with which the Sanders have got back into defensive position, really impressive. They force it out after they win a throw.
Yeah, it's exactly that. The work rate, especially from the
Working well, Walsall.
Lincoln Siller and Sam Perry, I've been really impressed with the pair of them. You know, the work rate from them both in the middle there has been exceptional. And
Mike Chetchery, blooming heck. He weren't that good, was he, Dave? Been a pretty forgettable season. Yeah, for lots of reasons.
Other than the 4-3 Port Vale game.
Yeah, Port Vale match was a good game. Come on, Perry, you got him.
Perry here down towards the byline, and another defender comes across. That's Hayden White. And
Corner ball. Where is Frank Lampard at the moment? He's free. We need a better manager. Yeah, I'm sure Frank Lampard will want to come to League Two.
I mean, I don't think he would mind, to be fair.
I don't think he's going to come to League Two, Stephen.
Well,
He'd want more wages. He'd want more wages than the old Walsall budget. Oh, straight to the keeper. Jack Rose held that nicely. Do you know, I've been more worried with Jack Rose than I normally am with Liam Roberts, to be honest. But I mean, he's doing okay. He's not done anything wrong. He hasn't had much to stop, has he? Just hope he's awake to it when if and when they get a chance. Blimey heck, what's he doing?
Loses ball forward, hangs in the wing. Cipriano with the header. Stooping his Sadler to win the ball, and he might take a bit of a kick there.
A striker we always forget when we are discussing, but would have been a perfect replacement for Addy. Craig Westcar, yeah. Craig Westcar. I sat next to his missus when we played the Wolves. That was an interesting discussion. Wayne Bowers for Walsall manager, Malcolm Mull for assistant. Says Rick. Come on then, Walsall. Nice long ball up. Heads in. Oh. Holden's done well to keep the ball then on the left-hand side. Oh. Kinsella. Oh. Kinsella brought down. That's a free kick to Walsall. About 30 yards out on the left-hand side, left of the penalty box. Kinsella has been good. I think the only thing that Kinsella needs to add to his game is goals. Osadibe and Wright. 1-1 just in front of the keeper now, and somebody to take a chance. Take a chance just to get in front of they put in front of the keeper. 84 minutes gone. This would be a good time to go ahead, wouldn't it?
That looks so flippant. Okay. Jesus. If you just saw that, oh my God, that was...
Kinsella's just told him, he says, pass it to me, I'll score. Might fancy an challenge. What's that? Go on then. Al-Sadibi's playing this. No, it's not. Oh, first man again. On your head, son.
Where's the bicycle kick? Oh, Kinsella. Come on, Clark.
Walsall throw. Walsall keeping the pressure on.
Come on, Clark playing left wing. What are we saying?
Into the box. Oh, nice and comfy for the keeper. Have to watch out for the breakaway now. Perry's going to sort of get a bit tighter to him there, I think. Get into White. Holden. Come on, Joshy.
You did well there.
Not quite.
Yeah, but I mean, he still tries to.
Give us a song. We'll have a song if we score, Rick. 86 minutes gone. It's a bit like the Harrogate game now. It's opening up. Osadibe, come on. Come on, pass it away. Shoot.
How can you can't shoot?
Oh, good cross. Keepers held it well then.
City have got a goal back against Coventry 2-1 after Wales. They scored there. And now Coventry have got a third, so Coventry 3, Bristol City 1.
Nick, goals galore everywhere else.
Huge result that'll be for the Sky Blues after a rough run of form. Here 0-0 between Leyton Orient and Walsall. We've got just over 3 minutes of normal time to go. And the Saddlers have knocked at the door quite a lot this afternoon.
We don't really have many shots on target though, have we? That's Walsall throw. Really good performance. We just lack somebody who can score, says Tommy. That's spot on, Tommy.
Slightly misleading because, of course, that means any shot that's blocked by a defender on the goalkeeper, even if it's on target, doesn't seem to count as that. As Josh Gordon now does make way as we-
Josh Gordon makes way for Del Boy.
Oh, yeah, well, we had to score.
Man of the match, Kinsella. I think in previous games it's been a bit up in the air, but I think Kinsella is definitely one. A little less conversation, a little more action. There's a nice Elvis hit, that was. A little less conversation, a little more action. Del Boy, not known for his heading ability, but against, I think it was against, against Harrogate, wasn't it? He came on and he had a clear running goal, and somehow
we
just
have no strikers
messed it up. We have nobody on the field who considers themselves or classes themselves as a striker, and we're getting further forward. Are we getting further forward? Or just running the clock down? What are we doing? I'd be happy with a point today.
No, West to come on.
Come on, corner ball. Correction, Del Boy, not noted for his ability. When he had that chance against Harrogate, he was clean through and it was like screaming out. He was like, excellent, this is it. This is the kind of chance he wants. And come on, Walsall. Oh, well shepherded by Clark, goal kick. Also lacking confidence or conference. We are better than those. We are playing this season. We are close to the danger zone. Yeah. Just for you, Ricochet.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, that's the best result. A draw there is good. Out Grimsby got a point as well. At the moment, I thought that's a really good result for them.
As it stands, the Saddlers would move points clear of the bottom two, appreciating that Southend play tomorrow, but they are in no sort of form, Southend. The match is finished, in fact. 3 minutes added time here, and it's Walsall coming forward with Melbourne. Here's Perry out to the left-hand side.
Holden, come on. Ball in the box. Good ball. Oh! He never looked like it, didn't he? Did he? Walsall throw. We're into stoppage time. Afternoon, gents. Just in time for last orders. Hi, Mark. Wigwams. I remember Wigwams. Walsall, we're into injury time. Now, what are we going to try and do with the last minute?
Can I say, yeah, we've got playmakers on the pitch, yeah.
They're all playmakers and no strikers at the minute.
No one that actually scored.
Now we got to watch them now.
He's giving a dive against Wilkinson.
Absolutely perfect. That is tense. Is Bates still injured? Bates, he played last match. Sean. He's just dropped to the bench today. I think he's on the bench, isn't he, Bates?
More trouble here arguing that one, but he knows exactly what he's doing there. The Orient number 9, Max Melville was on a yellow card. He's almost anticipating there to be some contact. It didn't look like there was any from our perspective here. And
right then, has the board gone up? We're a minute and a half into injury time. I've not seen the board yet. Have you seen the board up, Bob? I think another point for Walsall here, if we can see this out, which bear in mind we're into the second minute of injury time of a 3. So we've only got a minute to play. you'd think Walsall would get at least a point from this point. You hope so, being in possession. As long as this is a good kick.
Oh, no.
Into the third minute of the 3 allocated minutes of added time at the end of the game. There might be a little bit more after that incident. As Sadler is forced to lift
Sadler.
the West Stand.
So, Leyton Orient, last throwers, we're into the last minute. We got a long throw coming in. We could do without a last minute goal again, couldn't we?
Yeah, probably.
Turns left, tries to get it up towards the 6-yard box. Initially headed by Altadini, comes out to McAnuff. McAnuff driving into the penalty area, stands up the cross.
Get away.
By the head of Clark. And then pressure from Walsall will just force Brophy to lift it high in the air in the direction he's facing. White wins a header and he'll chase on to the second ball and out towards the touchline. There, can White find it?
Walsall won the ball then. That's it. Walsall 0. We need a win, really, but a point away to Leyton Orient on the run they've been on. It's another point as we crawl towards success, which is survival. Only 40 feet away from home all season, Walsall. That's pretty good, really. Headline says, Tommy, Walsall in draw shock. Great draw, Nige. Yeah, you're quite right. Walsall definitely had the best of that. We actually limited them, haven't we? Let's, Walsall, 7 shots to their 4, 1 on target to their none. But it's all right, Anis. So Walsall up to 43 points. So that's 8 points clear of Southend, who've just got 6 games to go. No, 7 games to go. Colchester and Barrow drawing is really a good result there. Barrow and Colchester is getting a point each, same as us, which keeps them both below us. Yeah, that's it. Points, it's keep getting points. That's what it's all about. Keep getting points. Point away is always a very good result, says Steve. Cheers, Steve. It's a game we expected to lose. Draw is a good result, says Mark Banks. Absolutely, I agree with that. Colchester are still playing, but that's 1-1. Oldham have won. Good result for Oldham. Mansfield got a point at Exeter. That's a good result for them as well. Grimsby, great result against Cheltenham. Port Vale have won. Newport have beat Bolton. That's messed me up. I had Bolton for an away win today. That'll be my little treble that's sort of not gone anywhere. Right then. So, thank you very much for watching. We'll be back on Saturday. It's all good, isn't it? And Saturday is, of course, Forest Green at home. So that's going to be another tough one. Any points from these? So we've got Forest Green, Tranmere. Forest Green and Tranmere, 2 games that if we get any more points from those, we'll be reasonably happy if we get any points from those. But as long as the likes of Southend, as long as Southend aren't doing anything, then we don't need to worry, do we? Southend obviously got Morecambe tomorrow. Then they've got Crawley, which that's a possible for them. Then Exeter. Don't think they'll get much out of Exeter. Then they've got Colchester, which will obviously resist Colchester catching us as well. Then they've got Leyton Orient, as we've seen. And then they've got Barrow. So again, I think the only teams they like to win will take points away from other teams that are trying to catch us. If it wasn't for what's gone before, we would say it's good. Point away is very good result. Shame it's going to have the haters who will say draw no good. Yeah, I think with where Walsall are at the moment, a point away, and in fact, promotion form is a point away, win at home. So I know we're not winning at home, but I mean that's still a reasonable one. Right then, okay, we'll end the stream there. We'll be back on Saturday for the Forest Green game. So thanks for joining us. Another live stream on Saturday. Get yourself a pre-order copy. Open in 2046. That's available for pre-order on Amazon, just £3. So have a look at that. Thanks for joining us. Walsall Fan TV.